Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you all are enjoying yourself. Previously we have learned about the digestive system and today our topic is the respiratory system. This is another major system of our body. The respiratory system helps us to breathe. This system helps our body to absorb oxygen from the air so that our organs can work properly. It also cleans waste gases such as carbon dioxide from our blood. To know more about respiratory system, let's proceed. By watching this video, you will learn the parts of respiratory system and the difference between breathing and respiration. Organs which are parts of respiratory system are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, alveoli. Alveoli are parts of the lungs. And diaphragm. These are the parts of respiratory system. They all work together and perform a major function in our body. Is breathing and respiration same? Students always confuse in these terms. They think breathing and respiration is same, but they both are two different terms. Breathing is process of inhalation and exhalation, while respiration is the process of energy released from the food in the presence of oxygen. To know more about the parts of respiratory system and the difference between breathing and respiration, let's watch a video.
Respiratory system. To understand the process of breathing, in humans, the main organs responsible for respiration are present in the thoracic cavity. In the thorax region, the rib cage and a dome-shaped fibrous tissue known as the diaphragm are observed. Present within the rib cage are the pleural membranes, which enclose the lungs. The right lung is divided into three lobes: the right superior, right middle, and the right inferior lobe. The left lung is smaller and has only two lobes: the left superior and the left inferior lobe. Both the lungs are associated externally with small tubular bronchi, which unite and extend into the trachea. The trachea has incomplete C-shaped rings of cartilage, which prevent the tracheal wall from collapsing. The trachea leads into the pharynx, which is connected to the nostrils. As we breathe in air, the oxygen molecules enter the nostrils and travel downwards through the pharynx and trachea to finally reach the bronchi. From each bronchus, oxygen travels into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchus divides repeatedly to form bronchioles. Oxygen travels through these bronchioles and reaches the alveoli, each of which is surrounded by a network of capillaries. A section of one alveolus shows the presence of numerous alveolar chambers with pores. Blood containing RBCs is seen flowing through the capillaries. The oxygen molecules from the alveolus diffuse into the capillary and then get absorbed by the bluish-purple RBCs. This causes oxygenation of the RBCs, and a transition in their color from bluish-purple to red is observed. The blood moving into the alveolus contains RBCs and carbon dioxide molecules. These molecules are released into the alveolus. The carbon dioxide collects in the alveolar chamber. And then from the alveolus, it travels through the bronchioles. into the bronchus, which finally reaches the trachea and is breathed out through the nostrils. So the process of breathing in air rich in oxygen is called inhalation. After the contraction of muscular diaphragm, the lungs expand and the air rushes in, resulting in the inflation of alveoli. During exhalation, the diaphragm moves up and the lungs contract. Thus, the alveoli deflate, causing the air to be forced out. This exhaled air is rich in carbon dioxide. This process of inhalation and exhalation is known as respiration, which is approximately 20 times per minute. Summary. In the thorax region, the rib cage and the diaphragm are observed, which play a vital role in respiration. Present within the rib cage are the pleural membranes which enclose the lungs. The right lung consists of 3 lobes. While the left lung has only 2 lobes. Both the lungs are associated externally with bronchi, which unite and extend into the trachea. As we breathe, the oxygen molecules enter the nostrils and travel downwards through the pharynx and trachea to finally reach the bronchi. From each bronchus, oxygen travels into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchus divides repeatedly to form bronchioles. Oxygen travels through these bronchioles and reaches the alveoli, each of which is surrounded by a network of capillaries. As blood flows through the capillaries, the oxygen molecules from the alveolus diffuse into the capillary. This causes oxygenation of the RBCs. The carbon dioxide molecules are released into the alveolus.
Breathing, the process of inhaling the oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide by the lungs is known as breathing. And the process where energy is produced by breaking down the glucose and the energy is used by the cell to carry various cellular work is called respiration. Breathing takes place in the lungs, while respiration occurs in cells. There is no energy production during the process, while in respiration the energy is released in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Breathing occurs outside the cells and so it is an extracellular process, and respiration occurs inside the cells and so it is an intracellular process. No enzymes are used while breathing, and many enzymes play an important role during this process of respiration. It takes place through respiratory organs like the nose, lungs, etc. And respiration takes place in each cell of the body of an organism, especially in organelles like mitochondria, etc. So this was the difference between breathing and respiration that we sum up after watching the video.